All right, we are ready to go. We're going to go back one minute here. Sorry, guys. We didn't hit record on this, so we'll quickly do another intro here for you guys. But just welcome to week 4 of your corporate gifting training series. I'm Lindley. This is Alyssa from your home office gifting team. For those of you that are joining us later, thanks so much for watching these videos, and we're super excited to help you out with all of your upcoming orders. Today, we've kind of walked through the process of what we have available, doing the meeting, all of our custom options. So today, we're going to close the loop and talk to you about processing the order and the communication with our team and all of that good stuff. We'll go through some FAQs at the end. And yeah, so we're super excited. It's crazy that we've already made it here to week 4. We're going to switch off our video and then we're going to go to our presentation here. All right. Thanks for bearing with us. We're newbies at the recording here. Okay, so the first step here, we wanted to provide you guys with our contact information and then some key resources. So under the contact us information, you'll see our main gifting email, which is gifting@onehopewine.com. That is the best email to reach us by. I know some of us have communicated via mine and Alyssa's personal emails, but overall, that's the best email, especially for introducing clients and orders, because that goes to our whole gifting team here, and it's the best way for us to expedite and streamline your gifting orders and questions and all that good stuff. We also included our direct gifting office line, so if you dial that number there, you'll connect to a member of our team. We work out of our Orange County office here in California. So just wanted to give you kind of a timeline as far as our hours. We are in the office standard Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you have our hours there. And then I'm going to switch over the screen and we're going to go through the key resources, because we did, for those of you that saw the Vine, we've added a lot of really great information into our resource section. So just wanted you guys to be aware of all of the new opportunities and resources that we've got. So when you log into VIA University and you click on training and then you click on corporate gifting, it's going to bring you, this is at the bottom of the page here. So the first item that I wanted to run through is our corporate gifting matrix. So this is a handy little tool that kind of goes through, it's like a little cheat sheet, I guess we should say, of all the different opportunities that we have for gifting, both standard and custom. And then it talks about the different lead times and everything. So the first column you'll see here is if you, is what the item is. So if it's less than 24 gifts, 25 gift standard, the different build your own gift, custom, bulk wine and bulk gift sets, and then all of the your logo here options. The next column over will talk about the lead time. Then you'll see if there is a minimum order required, if there's any sort of discount applicable, if there's details on the pricing, if you can make the 10% local donation with the corporate gifting order, and then how to order finally. So most of these options on here are done through the ONEHOPE home office, but you will see the bulk wine can be done on your storefront. And then if you're ordering 24 or less gifts that are our standard options, but going to different addresses, that is something that can be either done through a party or through your storefront. So that wouldn't have to go through us here. So that's the corporate gifting matrix. Again, pretty much just a great little cheat sheet for you to use when you're looking to reference the different options. And if you have a question about something, obviously we are here to help as well. But for a quick answer, this gifting matrix kind of details everything out. And give a quick shout out to Kendra, because she was the one that suggested doing something like this last year, and it, I think, has been a lifesaver for all of us. So thank you. Okay, and then the next item that we'll go through, in week number 1, we had this slide in our presentation. And basically, it just highlighted some key points that set us apart from some other gifting companies or other gifting opportunities. So we put this slide up there that you can share with your clients if you're emailing them, or if you're doing a presentation, or even just, again, as a reference point for you. We had gotten some feedback that you guys wanted to have this as a slide, so we've got that for you there. The next item also came, we went over this in week 2, if you're listening and want to go back. This was about prepping for a meeting or a presentation. So this was from our slides on that PowerPoint that week, but this has all the details on setting up your meeting and doing the follow-up after the presentation. And then the second sheet of this is a great little checklist that you can print out or just reference online, but it's got what to bring, and then some of those optional items that we talked about as well too. So another good reference sheet for when you're doing a meeting. And then we have our corporate gifting presentation. So this is something also that we went over during the meeting week, which was week number 2. But this is now available for you guys to go through and download and share at your own meeting. So has the cover page there. Wanted to point out the video that we had gone through, the brand video is on there. You'll just be able to hit play. We won't play it today, but that is now embedded in the PowerPoint. And then again, all of the slides that we went through. And if you're watching this back and haven't watched week 2, go back through it and we will we walk you through this presentation and kind of our key talking points and all of that good stuff. So that is the presentation. And then we also have the corporate gifting supplement, which is probably what we're most excited about here. We briefly teased this a little bit last week, but the corporate gifting supplement is going to be your new resource for all things gifting. Let me see if it'll load here. Hold on one second. We've got too many tabs open here. Okay, perfect. So this is the corporate gifting supplement. This is the new piece that we have. It is going to be digital only, so it's not something that's printed that you would order. This is just a digital piece that we have available in VAU that you can use to either print out and bring to meetings or email over to your clients or potential clients. So it has the custom gifting on the front, gives a little bit of information about ONEHOPE and who uses us, highlights some of our impact, best-selling gifts, the Your Logo Here options, the Build Your Own Gift options, bulk gift set discounts, bulk wine discounts, and then how to order. And then on the back here, you can, if you are printing this out, you can always put a sticker over the contact information there, or it tells the client to go contact their Via ONEHOPE CEO. So again, we are going to upload a version of this that has the single pages so that will be easier to print out. But you can save this as a doc and email it over. You can print it out and bring it with you. And we'll put an issue link as well too, if that's easier, if you want to include it in your email signature or anything like that. So we're really excited. Our marketing team did an awesome job putting this together with some beautiful images and just a really clean, nice look, and gives a good detailing of all the different options that we have available. So that is available for you guys there. And then finally, let's see, we have our new gifting order form. So if you click on it there, this is what will open up. So we do have a new version of the order form for those of you that might have done gifting last year or recently. This is an updated version, so make sure you download this new form if you're going to be sending it to clients. And I'll let Alyssa go into this a little bit more here in a bit, but just wanted to give you guys a view of it first. So the contact information, and then you'll see on the second tab the shipping details. So pretty similar to the one before, just a few few tweaks. So just make sure that you have this updated version downloaded, or you go in and download it. Okay, so those are all of the new resources in VIA University. And then I just wanted to chat the matrix that we went over. So how can we here at the home office help you? So we're obviously available to assist with any questions that you might have about the corporate gifting process. We've done the videos and we have all these really great resources, but we are here for anything that we might not have covered, or if you have any sort of like specific question that comes up, or something that you're like, hey, I don't think that that's a standard option, or I haven't encountered this before, but we are here to help. So make sure you have our contact information, the Gifting at OneHope email, or the phone number. If you can't find something in VIU, or it's not something you've encountered before, shoot us a note and we're happy to help. We have the additional tools and resources for your meetings. So we've uploaded a lot of great options into VIU, and we'll continue to do so as we have new materials, or as we hear the feedback from you guys of what's helpful or what you might be needing for your meetings. We're here to connect with your clients, which we'll go into a little bit more, but we're happy to help review their gifting related questions. We can offer them suggestions and options based on what they're looking for their gifting needs, their gifting budget, all of that good stuff. We will put together estimates and then invoices when they're ready to order, and then we'll process the order as well. So the next thing I wanted to go through is what to do when you have a client that is interested in gifting. So previously we've used some submission forms, but we had gotten some feedback that it'd be preferred to maybe just do an intro email with some additional details. Then you have the receipt of sending the email for your records and everything. So we're going to switch up the process a little bit and try to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So when you have a new client or contact that is interested in corporate gifting and they want more details, this is what you're going to do. So you're going to send an email to the Gifting at OneHope line to make an introduction with the following information. So we need to have the client's contact name, their contact email address and phone number, the company that they're with. If you have an idea of what they're looking for, we will take as much information as you have. So that obviously any details that you have can help streamline the process or save some of the back and forth on emails. So if you know if they're interested in one of the standard options, if they were looking to do the build your own gift or one of the Your Logo Here options to be able to put their company logo on one of our gifts. If you have an idea of, or if they've expressed to you that they're looking to stay within a certain price point, either total or per gift, that's great for us to know. If you have an idea of the number of gifts that they're interested in ordering, and if they have a certain timeline. So if they need these to arrive by a certain date, if they want them to ship out on a certain date, all of that information is really helpful. And then finally, just any other additional details that you think we should know before contacting the client, like if you've worked with them previously, if you connected at a party, maybe they attended or maybe they received a gift from one of your hosts or something like that where they were really impressed. Just any sort of other information that you think is helpful for us to know before reaching out to the client is great for us to have. So more information the better. So then what we will do once we have this email from you, so by the end of the following business day, the home office gifting team will reach out to your client via email and will copy you on this email. And so the whole kind of goal of this is to get that initial conversation going, taking over what other information you've given us so far and kind of rolling with it. If they may have come to you with some more questions that you wanted to make the intro then, maybe they're ready to make their purchase specifically, but we're here to help with any sort of the next step in the process. Sometimes it's easier to set up a call or they want to chat through the order over the phone, which is great. If we do have a call with the client, then we'll make sure to copy you on any post-call communication following. So you have all the details of what was discussed. If we're putting together an estimate for them, we'll obviously include that and all of that good stuff. And then if the client does decide to move forward with their order, then you'll be copied on the invoice. And then once the invoice is paid and the sale goes through, commission is then added into your back office. And Alyssa's going to touch on that here in a little bit, just with further details there. So that is the whole process with connecting when you have a corporate gifting client.
Awesome. Okay, so Lindley just touched on a new client that's coming, one of your connections that you're introducing us to. But we just wanted to remind you that we do have some lead generation submission forms on onehopewine.com. And those, even if it comes through that, or if it comes through the general helpline, or if it comes as an email, however any other lead comes through, one of the first things we ask them is if they were referred by a CEO. So you'll see here in the screenshot, this is specifically from the gifting submission form. It says, were you referred by via ONEHOPE CEO? And if so, what is their name? So that's on the wedding submission form. It's on the event submission form. And then like I mentioned, if it comes from anywhere else, we make sure to ask them and just kind of get to know how they were referred to ONEHOPE. And if they mention you as their lead source, then we will make sure to connect you and loop you in on all kind of future communication and any invoicing and sales that come through. And then the sale will go back to you. So what if you have a current client? So there's lots of information on a new client and how to introduce them and make the connection to the home office. But if you have a client that you've already worked with and we already have their information on file, or they have everything ready to go, you've answered all their questions, it's just going to be a matter of sending that gifting order form that we talked about to gifting@onehopewine.com. So those can be submitted if you have all of the information and you want to submit the order form on their behalf, that's absolutely fine. Or if you want to give them the gifting email address, they can send it directly to us. We'll make sure you're looped into the conversation if they forget to copy you, or if they do. Oh, can everybody hear us? We just had a little change up on the computer. Okay, I think we're back. Anyways, so this applies, as I was saying, to 25 gift sets or more, a client that has a brand on file, so if they're applying their logo to any of the wood boxes or crates, orders that include any of the other Your Logo Here items, custom glitter orders, or the Build Your Own Gift program. So anytime it's one of those, they can just submit the order form directly to us. We'll process an invoice that'll come through QuickBooks, and that just gets sent to them via email. And then once they're in the email, there's a pay here option. They can just click the button that'll go through, and then they'll be able to submit payment online. And once it's processed, we'll fulfill the order. Oh, looks like we're not on. Sorry, everyone. Things got a little mixed up. Okay. I think we're back. Okay. Hopefully this looks okay on your screen. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the order form, the infamous order form that we keep talking about. A lot of you may have seen the 2017 order form, and we're switching over to a new form for 2018 for the remainder of the year. And it's super important to go to VIU, like Lindley showed you in the resources, and download the new version. The old version will no longer upload for fulfillment, so we'll need to make sure that it's in this new format. And I'm going to open this up so you guys can see it and see what I'm looking at as we go through it. But the first tab is going to be the customer contact details. So this looks pretty similar to the original form. It's just all of the client's information. So whoever, we just need their first name, last name, the company, address, and their email and phone number. And then of course, if it is one of your clients, you can make sure that your name is listed in there. And then just a friendly reminder at the bottom of the states that we can't ship to. And then over on tab 2, it's going to be the customer order details. So this is a little bit more streamlined than the last order form. This is just the recipient contact information, all of the details about where it's shipping to and who it's going to. One important thing to note that catches me up a lot is that the last name comes before the first name. So column A is last name, column B is first name. I'm sorry, it's unfortunately not something that we can change. It's just a formatting thing. So just something to kind of train yourself in and get used to. And then the shipping company will be, if it's going to an office, that's the company name that it's going to, not who it's coming from. The address details. So we ask that all of this entire form is completed. The only exception would be shipping address 2 in case it's not applicable. But this is really important. If it is going to an office, UPS is a stickler about the building, the floor number, or the apartment number, or anything, any additional specifics that you can share. That should go in address number 2. You have the city, the state, the zip code. The shipping email is going to be for tracking purposes. So if the client wants to receive the tracking emails, they can put their information in there. If you want to receive them as well, then we have a new system in place where once the order goes through processing and it's in progress, then we'll be sending an email with additional shipping details. So you'll have the tracking information as well. The shipping phone is another one. This is really important. Last year and in years past, we didn't really highlight it as much, but it's a really, really useful tool if you have their phone number, specifically their mobile phone number. We have a delivery success team now that reaches out to recipients if they miss their first delivery, the first attempt. UPS will make those 3 attempts, but if we can get to the client ahead of time and say, hey, you have a gift coming, just a reminder, this is its expected delivery date, and then if they reach out and say they're not going to be home or there's a better address to ship it to, our delivery success team will work with them to make sure that they receive it so that it doesn't get shipped back to us. So super helpful and really important if you do have a phone number to ask your clients to put that into column J. And then this is new, so carrier service now. Everything is going through UPS, but you have the option to do UPS ground, 2-day, 3-day, and next day. So the nice thing about this, UPS ground is our standard, and then if the client decides that they want to expedite or they need to rush a gift, they have that option to choose the expedited delivery. There will be an upcharge for that, but they can note that in their order form. Gift note. Same as always, if they want to add a personal message, that goes right into column L. And then the gift item in column M, most importantly, there's going to be another drop down here. So that'll have most of our popular gifts, the 1 bottles, the 2 bottles, and some combinations of wine, the cookies and cab, and then this custom option. So if your client is doing a BYOG gift and they're, a build your own, or if it's something that you are looking for and you don't see it in the list, no worries, just pick custom, and then when you submit the order form, send us a quick note. Typically, we've kind of already talked about the custom items in previous emails, but just when you're submitting the form, let us know that you have some custom items in there so we make sure we get the right option. So that's the new order form. Really important. Actually, I'll go back to our presentation to go over some important notes, but once you save it to your desktop, and then you'll just submit it to gifting@onehopewine.com. So a couple of these I already went over, but please, please, please submit it in its original format. We have a lot of people who move columns around or they'll delete columns that they don't need. This uploads directly to our fulfillment system, so it has to be in the exact format provided. So if you feel like there's a column that you're not sure about or you don't think you need, just let us know or ask us a question about it. And then reviewing for errors. So especially, this is something to just kind of remind your client of, just asking them to double check the addresses that they put in, making sure they have the right address or it's not missing any information. This is going to upload directly to the fulfillment system as is. So just taking a couple extra seconds to review it before sending it through. And then states that we can't ship wine to. So this is kind of a fun update and a good reminder, especially for clients if they're not as familiar with the non-wine states that we have, that they can send one of our great non-alcoholic gift sets to. For instance, if they're shipping to Kentucky or if they're shipping to Montana, it's going to populate in red. So just a good reminder as they're filling it out if it's a state that we're not able to ship to or to ship wine to. And then P.O. boxes and international addresses. Just a friendly reminder, again, we can't ship outside of the US or to PO boxes, so always good to look for those ahead of time. And then the phone number we touched on already. So I know this is a new format, a new form, so as you download it, if you have any issues, especially with the drop downs, I think there may be some formatting issues depending on what version of Excel you have, or just give us a shout, send us an email at gifting@OneHopeWine if you have any issues just getting it downloaded and getting it going. And donations. So now that we've processed the order and the invoice has been sent and paid and everything has been fulfilled, if your client decides that they're going to send the 10% donation on their order, that's something that used to go through us. The information would be sent to us and then we'd submit the donation request. But now it's something that you can do completely on your own, exactly like you would for a party. So it's going to go into the same doc that you would use for a party donation. But the only thing that's different is that for party number, you're going to put the invoice number. There's a column next to party number for the invoice. So you'll just put the invoice number, send us a quick note, let us know that they're doing a donation, and we'll send you the invoice number and the total donation amount. So you can just put that right in there. And then just a quick reminder that donation checks won't be submitted until payment is received. So once the invoice is paid, we will send that check out. And commission. Lindley touched on this quickly, but you will absolutely receive commission for all of your gifting orders. We sometimes get questions on that, but definitely commissionable, and the sale gets manually added to your back office before the next pay period. So once the invoice has been paid, for instance, if it's paid between the 1st and the 15th, it'll be added prior to the 16th payout date, and then if it's paid between the 16th and the end of the month, it'll be added before the first payout date. So just a reminder there, but if you have any questions on that, just let us know. And then if it is submitted on the last day of the month, which happens to fall over the weekend, it'll be added for the following pay period. So just let us know if you ever don't see it or you have any questions about it. We're here to help.
Awesome. So we selected some of our most popular questions that we get. These are all in the knowledge base on VAU. So if you ever need to search them again, but we're going to run through some of these here. If there's any other questions, feel free to submit them in the chat box, and we can answer them as well too. So first off, this is where we started the presentation off, but where can I find the corporate gifting opportunities and reference sheets? So again, that's in VA University. You'll go to the top right-hand corner, click on those 3 little lines, click on training, and then there's a corporate gifting section. And then all of those shareables and meeting templates, a corporate presentation, the supplement, that's all there for your use. If my order is under 25 gift sets, how should I process it? So if you have a client and they're ordering 24 or less of our standard gift sets without any sort of your logo here options, this can actually be processed on your storefront or through a party if you have that set up. So even if they are going to different addresses, if it is 24 or less, this would be processed on your site. And again, we mentioned the matrix a couple times, but this is a great little tool if you ever need to reference that as well. So can you as the VA CEO complete the order form if we have the information or if the client doesn't want to? So Alyssa touched on this as well. Yes, if you have all of the details from your client, you can definitely submit the gifting order form on their behalf. We can send the invoice to you directly if you have the payment information. That is not a problem. How do I submit payment for a large gifting order? So we accept payment by credit card. We do this through QuickBooks. So you will, once we receive the final order, we're going to put together an invoice, send it to you or the client. There's an easy pay now button that comes from the invoice link. They go on, they submit their information, and then you're all set. And just a quick reminder that payment does have to be received prior to shipping the wine or the gift set. So if that comes up at all. If all of the gifts are being sent to the same location, do I need to still pay a shipping fee for each gift? Yes, so the shipping fee is a flat rate of $9.99 per gift set, even if it is going to the same address. So even if a few of them are going to the same address, that is a flat rate fee for any gift set. So $9.99 no matter where it's going. Can I include a gift note with the gift set? Yes, we do include a gift message with all of our gifts. We have a white 5x5 card that has like the ONEHOPE logo on the bottom, and you can personalize this note with your message, and there's a maximum of 250 characters for this. If If your client is wanting a sample, so how do I order a gift box sample for the client to see before ordering? Sometimes we get inquiries about this. The best option for this and be to offer your CEO discounted pricing to the client. So if a lot of times they would be expecting to pay for a sample, so if you can offer them the discount and do that through your back office, or if it's a larger client or someone that you want to gift the sample to, then we also recommend doing the CEO pricing for the best deal. How many different custom gifts can be included in a BYOG, which is build your own gift order? So we went through this last week, but just wanted to reiterate again that you can do up to 3 different custom combinations with your build your own gift order. So some things we noted was, sometimes you have a client that wants to do different tiers of gifts. Maybe they want to do a non-alcoholic gift along with 2 wine gifts. Maybe they're doing a female male gift, something like that. So they can put together a couple combinations within that BYOG order, but it would be up to 3. We touched on this as well, but just reiterating, my client completed the order form in a different format. Can I just submit theirs? Unfortunately, no. The order forms have to be submitted in the OneHope Gifting Excel order form that Alyssa went through. This is now found under VIA University with the resources. And like we said, this directly uploads to our fulfillment system and can't be processed without all of the required fields. So really, this is the best option for streamlining the process, expediting their order as quick as possible, and making sure the delivery is a success. So sometimes you get the feedback of like, oh, but mine is an Excel sheet and it has all the same details, which that's fine, but it has to be in our format. So hopefully it's easy enough where they can just copy over the information into our Excel format, especially if they already have all the details, but it does have to be the OneHope gifting order form. Can my client donate 10% of their corporate gifting purchase back to the cause of their choice? Yes. Again, the corporate gifting matrix is a great tool to reference for this, but a 10% local donation can be included on the following orders: anything that's 25 or more standard gift sets that you're processing through the home office, any build your own gift orders, and any of the Your Logo Here options all have this 10% local donation available. Do the new fulfillment timelines for Kentucky and Orange County apply to all corporate gifting orders? So most of our standard gift orders will follow the same fulfillment process as the online orders. However, there are some gifts and some options that are still standard processed and shipped out of Orange County, regardless of their destination. So before you promise this to a client, or if there are specific questions, please reach out to us and we can give you a more specific timeline to reiterate to them, or we can let them know of this. So these were some of our most popular questions that we get. Again, these are all available if you're searching in the knowledge base, along with a lot of other questions. And as we get feedback, we always try and update there as well too, if there's any questions that come up that we haven't discussed previously. So that brings us to the end of our 4-week corporate gifting training series. So we're going to pop back on here for a second. I didn't see anything specific in the chat box today, which is totally fine. Like we have mentioned on our previous calls, if you think of anything after we get off here today, or as you guys are starting to process corporate gifting orders or anything like that, reach out to us. So gifting@onehopewine.com is the best email address for us. And if you think of a question or specific to you, or that you think would be helpful for the group, shoot it over. We'll definitely get it uploaded into the knowledge base and get back to you with more details. But yeah, so if you are joining us live, thank you so much. If you are watching this later on, we're so happy, and we hope that this information is really helpful when you're approaching those corporate clients. Again, week 1, we went kind of through an overview of corporate gifting. Week 2, we discussed getting a meeting, prepping for a meeting, and all that good stuff. Last week, week 3, we went through all of our custom ordering options, all of our Your Logo Here, build your own gift. And then today, during week 4, we've gone through kind of closing the loop on that and processing the orders and giving you guys commission and all that good stuff. So if there Oh, there was one question about a script that we can use to make an initial contact for corporate gifting. Yes, under the same VA University resources, so VAU Training Corporate Gifting, there are some great email templates there that with some subject line ideas as well too. So if you have a specific and it's more of the lead, or if it's more of a cold lead, there's some options there as well. And then if there's anything, we'll continue to update those as well too. So that's a great question. And again, yeah, just reiterating that the VA University resources, there's a lot of great options up there now, a lot of great tools for you guys. If there isn't anything that or if there's something that you think that would be helpful, shoot us an email, send it to feedback. We love being able to help you guys, and we want to hear what's working or what's not working, or how we can be of more assistance. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Thanks so much. Thanks for bearing with us as we had some technical difficulties. I think we know how to use Zoom a little bit better now.
Almost.
But yeah, so again, if you think of anything, let us know. We're here to help. We're excited, and let's have a really great gifting season. So thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.
And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.